I found out about this program through a guy that attended the program. He's a barber, and he seen me and he asked me, did I just come home? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, man, come and get a free haircut.
I just did 23 years. Like, I went to jail when I was 14. I didn't have a chance to go to prom. I didn't have a chance. I don't even know how to drive right now. I'm 39. I don't got no kids. You know what I'm saying? So I missed out on a lot of adulthood.
I was out of work for about 15 years. I was babysitting for my grandkids, and I just got tired of doing that because I mean, I love my grandkids, mind you, but I needed a more purposeful life.
My parole officer kept trying to give me jobs. After 2 years, he told me, like, yeah, I got this, something came across my desk you might be interested in. I'm like, all right, let me check it out. At that point, it was anything. I was gonna take anything. But the farm still, just the word was like, no.
The tip is transforming the impossible to the possible.
I would say tipping is, you know, a self-reflection.
What your hopes are, your dreams, your barriers.
Challenging someone mentally, physically, and emotionally.
It's like a book. That book you can write down everything you want to write down in it. And don't nobody see it but you.
It helps me to overcome obstacles that I had in my life before I came here to Growing Home.
How are you as a being? Or where are you at, you know, and how can you be better?
Do's, don'ts, how I once was, how I am now, how I come in.
The tip curriculum is not an AA or NA, you know. It's no 12-step program or nothing. You move at your own pace, you do what you got to do.
Not just for yourself to be better, but also how can you help others be better as well?
If you tipping with somebody else, if you can sit down and talk to somebody else, then yeah. I ain't never did it on my own.
They just let you know it's gonna be okay. And that's what I needed. Somebody tell me, man, look, it's gonna be okay.
Now being able to have the support to be goal-oriented and to see it on paper, because you got to write down, you know, what you wanted for yourself.
You know, setting small goals and the steps and the things that I must take to accomplish those goals to reach the bigger goal.
When you achieve a small goal, you have another layer, and then you achieve that goal. And so it just opens the door for other options in life, other than just being stuck.
Man, the baby likes things that were holding you back from moving forward.
Like your self-doubt, your self-negative talk.
All the negativity that's around you that's really actually throwing you off, that's the barriers. I want to break that barrier because I ain't trying to be trapped around the same people in the same environment that's going to lead me to fall. And me keep leaving my children out here without their father.
The sky's the limit, but at the end of the day, it's like, is it? Because there's limitations getting there. Some people stop.
I had a rap sheet. I had a lot of self-doubt. I put myself in a box.
Giving up, feeling like I need to resort back to doing things that I used to do to take care of myself and provide for myself.
I'm used to waking up at 8 o'clock in the morning, and at 9 o'clock, it seemed like 2 days to get to 9 o'clock. You feel me? Now I'm out here, I'll blink my eye, man. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon already, school getting out. But in where I come from, time just like this here. Don't move. So that's a huge barrier.
Using those barriers to hinder my own self. Saying like, okay, I have a background. Well, I know they're not gonna hire me, so I'm not even gonna take the time out to fill out for them because I don't think I'm gonna get hired anyway. So once I put that behind me, I filled out for a lot more jobs and I actually got a lot more called back.
Everything don't need to be done quick. I'm getting comfortable more with just being more, okay, I'll deal with that later.
Barriers, you have to break them. Because if you don't, you're going to be trapped in the same little web hole. And that hole down there, asking for help to get out. But when you break it before you get deep in the hole, you ain't got to worry about getting trapped.
Some of my hope actually was being patient, understanding, loving toward each other, forgiveness.
I came up with a thing. You might get 99 no's, but that one yes could change your life.
The hope action I have, you know, is for me to go to auto mechanic school, you know, and for me to become a certified automotive technician and open up my own auto repair shop.
Your strength don't come from your partner or your dog or your friend. Your strength come from your inner self.
Instead of saying I can't, it's I can.
You can overcome anything. It's from being, you know, an addict for 30 years and being clean and sober for over a year now, and it's possible.
My forgiveness was to myself. You choose your own path. So whatever I had going on, it's like I had to let it go.
You know, the more I looked in the mirror about my problems, I didn't want to deal with that real person who was standing in front of that mirror.
I had to take some time. I had to forgive myself for a lot of negative decisions that I had made that were solely upon my judgment.
I forgive myself. I think that I didn't. I never thought about the crime I committed. Never crossed my mind.
Like I said, I made a lot of mistakes. And if I keep holding on to those, in order for me to forgive myself, I had to face myself. I had to face those people that I hurt and let them know, man, look, I'm sorry.
I think the forgiveness, it's like being able to come forth and to acknowledge your past. And you do not want to repeat it.
The situation that I had put myself in at 14, I never put myself in at 39.
Writing down at that moment of what's inside you and then going back and reading it, there's some growth between that time and that time.
I wish I understood loyalty at 14. And I wish I would have knew how to read people. I wish I would have knew how to lead, you know what I'm saying, instead of follow. I pledged to individuals that didn't mean me well.
Forgiving myself and the letter I wrote to myself brought tears to my eyes. I never ever thought I would be at this point. That was just that was a pipe dream.
My forgiveness was to myself. You choose your own path. So whatever I had going on, it's like I had to let it go.
When you forgive a person, you let go of all that negative energy. It just goes away. And you feel better.
I have a background, but I can't keep letting that hinder me. So I gotta say, you know what? You did that. Let it go. It happened. It's spilled milk. You can't trip over it.
Humbleness to me, I gotta be humble. I just seen a whole lot of stuff. The stuff I seen, man, people wouldn't even be able to stomach. In a cell with a person that's just beating you. You know what I'm saying? Taking your food. I didn't heard it. I just seen it. I didn't did it. I didn't pray it on the week.
I've been tested, but I humble myself, you know, and I'm learning to not respond and the way I usually would respond to things or think the way that I normally would think.
Staying focused and humble, staying on track, you ain't even paying attention to them. You doing what you gotta do.
I know that my time is monitored. I don't alternate. You know, I move every day. How I wake up is how I go. I pray. Once I pray, I'm moving. Anything happen after that prayer, this is what he wanted.